Week 2 of my road to Worlds. I thought I'd take this week to describe to you what a normal training week is for me. In the background, you will see the training that I was doing this week for my climbing. Mainly slab, but there was a little bit of overhang in there as well. My normal climbing week, and with training days included, are Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. This means that I will have Tuesdays and Saturdays off on any normal week. My off-wall training generally consists on a Monday, a Wednesday, and a Saturday. I will factor in my power sessions, my mobility sessions, and any other sessions that my coach gets me to do. This week, I felt very strongly towards the slab set at my gym. Slab is when the wall is vertical and not much overhang. So this has always been one of my biggest weaknesses. This is largely due to my ankles being immobile. So in some of these clips, you will see me standing on what we call volumes, such as these black triangles in this video. What is the proper way to stand on these is to have as much of your foot downturned as possible. This means that there is as much rubber on the hold and friction keeping you into the wall. This has always been a problem for me. In this area right here, I hit all my toes and I was in a lot of pain. That's just part of the process. I was trying to work this climb in particular as it was a very tricky climb at my gym that meant that I had to work really hard to feel like I was getting any sort of movement at all. This climb was really testing my limits. I chose a really good week to start this new segment of my training journals, as majority of this week I was recovering from a sickness. So in clips like these with me climbing overhang, although I was doing moves that I normally wouldn't do, I felt really out of power. So in these two clips here of me doing the steep climbing, you can see when I'm falling, I just don't have any power to keep myself up. This bit here wasn't actually planned, but as soon as I fell off the wall, all my body just collapsed. I was fine. That was the end of my power session, so I just decided to do some fun coordination climbing. This is a type of climbing that I should be good at, as I'm normally good at coordination. However, with this kind of climbing, it's more feet coordinated, which tends to push me a little bit. This top section was a bit weird as I wanted to turn my knee in, but the wall just didn't let me. Once I hit that, I knew, okay, my day has ended and it is time to go home. Post this, I wasn't able to get any videos until later this week, where I spent, again, a lot of my time in slab. This climb was really fun. You had to run up a volume and catch a pretty bad crimp. I was getting closer and making progress in every single attempt. Until finally I figured out the way. I hit my shin there, but finally I figured out the way and I was able to stick it. Very, very nearly missing the foothold on my right foot again. Now, once I hit this, I thought, okay, the climb would be over. However, I tend to just let myself go and I let my foot slip. Took me a few goes to get up there again. As you can see with this go, my very next attempt, I just missed the foot on the right foot. I made a slight tweak again and was able to stick it on the very next go, as you can see here. Now, I had watched my friend on this climb and I was able to learn a little bit from them, which is the good thing about climbing with people that are different styles than you. However, this at the top section is what we in the climbing community like to call small box. When I got here, I just wasn't in the proper position and I just pushed myself off the wall. That is largely due to mobility, but also due to me just climbing it very badly. Again, moving back to this slab, I was able to talk to a few of my friends and get the right way of doing it, so I was able to stick the first move. This was the first time that I actually stuck the first move on camera, and the first day that I actually did the first move in general. Now, there were still two moves in here that I had yet to do, which is the foot swap on that little ear hold, which my left foot is on now, and the top move, which you will see a bit later in this video. Now, this bit here is very terrifying because that where my right foot is on now is not much to stand on. So I just pushed myself off the wall because I just wasn't trusting my feet. Now we're going to say hello to Max, who is a previous state champion, vacuuming the floor for me. Thank you very much, Max. At this point, I had felt that I'd done all the moves, bar the right foot on the ear hold and the last move, but I felt pretty confident that I can send it. So on this next go, I changed into my better shoes, and that's why the foothold was bad. If you are the slightest bit off on these holds, you will just completely slide off. This was my best go on this climb that I had. You will see these slight tweaks that I did from this one to the previous attempt, mainly being that I just trusted my feet a bit more. I did have to power my way through a little bit as it was still pretty hard. Now, a lot of the things that I might say would not mean much to you guys. However, if you have any questions, feel free to leave it down in the comment section below, and I'll be happy to answer it. Any climbing terminology I use that confuses you, feel free to let me know. So as you can see in that previous attempt, on this attempt here, I just trusted that foot a bit more and I was able to keep myself into the wall on that ear hold, and now leading up to the last move, I unfortunately dropped it here. So that I was able to learn a lot from this week. I was able to get a lot better. Obviously, this week started off a bit bad with me being sick and not having any power. However, it ended in a way where I felt like I was starting to make good progression. Um, I will be able to try these climbs again for the next week, and hopefully I'll be able to make some adjustments and get the sense. Thank you for watching, and stick around for the journey.